Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. So far, we have been discussing a lot about how to create voice AI agents, be it for outbound or inbound calls. But there's a one specific use case which has not been discussed a lot, in which a lot of businesses are leaving money on the table, and that is follow-up calls. We all know that customers do not trust a new business on one call. They have to be constantly reminded about their offerings, discounts, or new offers, and have to be followed up to become a paying lead. And in this video, I'm going to teach you how to create a voice AI agent that follows up with people with whom you already have touched base earlier so that you are not cold calling but warming up the already called leads. And in my experience, the success rate of converting an already called lead is much higher than cold calling. So this automation might just make you few $1,000s in revenue. So let's start with the demo first. This is an Airtable spreadsheet which is now acting as my database in which I can have all the leads and their histories and their phone numbers, basically my whole business data of clients on which I want to run this follow-up bot. So as you can see, this is my name, my number, and this is my history. So I have just added a placeholder which says that I inquired about a penthouse in Miami, Florida last month. And this is my n8n automation. And let's execute this. And as soon as I do that, we should get a call. So let's do this. Let it run. And we should have a call right here. Here we have it. Hello.
Hey, am I talking to Rish?
Yeah, this is Rish.
Hi, Rish. This is Mina from Shark Real Estate Agency. I wanted to follow up with you regarding your inquiry about the penthouse in Miami, Florida last month. Are you still interested in this property? Do you have any questions or would you like to book a meeting with one of our associates?
Yeah, I'm still looking. I can meet your associate. That's fine.
Great, Rish. I've noted that you'd like to meet with one of our associates. I'll arrange for someone to get in touch with you shortly to schedule the meeting. If you have any specific preferences for the meeting time, feel free to let me know. Have a wonderful day.
Yeah, tomorrow 9 a.m. works.
Thank you, Rish. I've scheduled the meeting with one of our associates for tomorrow at 9 a.m. Miami time. You should receive a confirmation soon. If you have any questions before the meeting, feel free to reach out. Have a great day.
Okay, thanks. And now we should get the post-call analysis inside our webhook, and this should save whatever conversations we just had inside our Airtable. We received all of this, and if I run this right here, it's going to figure out what my phone number in my whole database was. And if we go back to our Airtable now, we will see that we have a followed up yes, and this is a follow-up summary of what just happened inside this call. Imagine a scenario that you are having tens and thousands of people who were interested in your property or your service or your business at some point, but because you didn't follow up, those leads fell through. But that's the money you're leaving on the table. And using this automation and AI agent, you can just follow up to every single person at once and then reactivate those dead leads and get that business right away. Now, let me teach you how to build all of this from scratch. Okay, so now let's get into business. So the first step would be to create an Airtable database for all of your clients. And I don't think that's too difficult to do. So just simply create a spreadsheet and just have all these columns. And if you want to have something more, you can have that. There is no problem with that. The second step is to create the AI agent. And for that, as usual, we are going to use VAPI. So we come to our VAPI dashboard right here, and you have to right away go to assistants and click on create assistant. And this is what I have created. You can choose any other config that you want, but this is what I like to have. So I like to have my provider as OpenAI, the model as 4.1 mini. And this is a sample system prompt that I have written just for this video's purpose. This is the heart and soul of your agent. So make sure when you are writing your system prompt, it follows a certain guideline and exact procedure and questions that you want your agent to ask in the follow-up call. If you need my help in creating this agent, the link to book a meeting with me would be in the description below. So this is pretty standard. I'll show you my voice config. This is what I have chosen, and my transcriber is Dkram, and nothing special really that I have done here. One thing that I have done is I have put a server URL, that is a webhook URL, inside the messaging section, which will send the post call summary to my n8n automation, which will catch it as a webhook and then push it to my Airtable as an update to whatever happened on that call. We'll just see how that works. But just to show you right now, inside the messaging option, you have to put in your server URL, which you'll get from your n8n webhook section, right? Everything else is pretty standard. Now let's go to the automation layer of all of this, which is where all the magic happens. So this is my n8n automation. It's super simple, but super effective. What I have done is right now I have chosen trigger as a manual trigger. You can also have a trigger which runs on every regular interval, like once a day, twice a day, or at specific times. So if you keep adding leads information inside your Airtable, and I have this flag as followed up. So if I have, let's say, 20 people lined up below my name and all of them has followed up as no, which means that those people have not been called and they have to be followed up by our AI agent. And here in my automation, I'm filtering this section by followed up equal to no, which means every single person who has this flag as set as no would be coming in inside my automation. And before that, adding your Airtable account is not going to be very difficult because you just have to get an access token from your Airtable. Let me also show you how to do that. So we go right here, which is airtable.com/create/tokens, and you want to create a new token and name it anything that you want. The important part is you have to add these scopes to this key, otherwise it won't work. And the scopes are mentioned right here. So data records read, data records write, and schema based read. So data records read is right here, write is right here, and schema based read. Have these three scopes at least for this to work with n8n, right? And once you have that, you can just quickly add this token right here, connect your Airtable, right? And then you have to select search every operation inside this node because we have to search for the rows only where the followed up is equal to no. Otherwise, it will pull every single person and start calling people who have been followed up in the past as well. And that's not what we want. We choose the operation as search and filter by formula is what we have to write. So this is the cell's name right here. You can see followed up is the cell's name and equal to no. So if I do it right now, we are not going to get any field because we don't have any field which has followed up as no. So let me give you a demo. If I do that, nothing will happen because logically it doesn't exist. But if I change it to no, right, and then do it once again, in this case, my name pops up, my history pops up, and my other things pops up, right? So this means that our node is working now. Now, the next and the most important node is to have an HTTP request with VAPI. So this is a create call API request from VAPI, which you can get from VAPI docs. I'll also give you this whole automation completely for free in the description below. So you can just click that link and get this whole n8n automation and just import in yours and it will just work, right? So the URL has to be this, the method has to be post, and the important part is this JSON part. So you have to click on send body and click on body type as JSON and select using JSON as specific body type. And this is the JSON code that you have to use. Now, this is a simple one, but I have used something called as persistent overrides in my JSON payload. What this enables me is to override the default prompt by my dynamic variables because every single time the name and the history is going to be different for each of your client. So we can't have a static agent handling all of that. We have to make it dynamic. And this is how we can make our agent completely dynamic. So what this is doing is it's taking the name from right here. So I have just dragged and dropped this thing right here, and you see json.name is the placeholder for this dynamic field, and history like that I have chosen notes as right here, right? So json.notes would be getting this from all of our input from the Airtable node, and json.name is going to get the names of people, and the agent is going to use these variables for the respective calls that he is doing to every single person. So that way you are personalizing every single call to that specific person, and that is the whole point of doing all of this, right? Again, the customer number is going to get fetched from the Airtable node as well, this one. And phone number ID is something that is the ID of the phone number that you are calling from. And that you'll get from your VAPI dashboard. So if we go back to VAPI dashboard and we go to phone numbers right here. So this is my phone number ID that I have copied. You can either have a free VAPI number selected or import your own numbers using all of these services. Whatever the case is, in every case, you will get this phone number ID, which is what is going to be present right here for it to work, right? So this is the complete one part of the automation. So this will trigger the calls. Now remember, we had put a server URL inside our agent on which the agent is going to push the post call summary and everything what happened inside that call inside our Airtable, right? Let me show you. So we come here and we go to assistance and we go down below and right here. So this is the URL that we're going to copy from right here and we're going to post it right here, right? And then we're going to connect this node to our Airtable, but this time we're going to select the operation as update, right? Why is that? Because we already have the client inside our Airtable to which the call has been made by this half of the automation. And in this one, we just have to update these fields inside that same client. Is the client followed up? We have to change this from no to yes and follow up summary, what exactly happened in that call. Now, how to make sure that the summary is not mixed up and the person and the phone number against which that summary was generated is only passed inside that row and not on some other row. This is a critical step to have. And for that, what we'll do is we'll choose the columns to match on right here as phone instead of ID. Or rather, let me show you. If I have a new node, which is exactly the same right here. So if I go to Airtable and I go to update record, and if I choose, let's say, follow up VAPI table 1, see, by default, it will choose ID as the columns to match on. But we don't want that because in this call, in this output, there would be no ID because VAPI is independent of Airtable's data. VAPI just knows two things. One is which assistant he's going to use and which number he's going to call, right? And so the output from here will have only one unique field, that is the phone number. So we have to change this columns to match on from ID to phone. And in that way, when the data arrives from this webhook, it's going to search for that phone number inside our Airtable database. And for sure, phone number would be unique for every single client. And we'll pass the summary inside the summary column of our Airtable and change the followed up flag from no to yes. We can see the Airtable at a glance and see how many people were called, what happened, and what was the summary of all of them, right? So this is the whole automation. I'm going to give this as a free template down below. And that's how you can create a voice AI automated follow-up calls to your customers and get a lot of business back, which would have otherwise lost because of lack of follow-up calls. And this was it. This was a super simple use case that I was able to show you in this video. There can be a lot more automations attached to this simple workflow, which can make it super valuable for your specific business. We can use it for real estate agents, we can use it for dental offices, or any service that requires a follow-up call to be made to a client. And if you need my help, there would be a QR code right now on the screen that you can scan and directly book a meeting with me to deploy this for your specific needs or businesses. And if you like this video, you'll definitely like the one that is on the screen right now. I'll see you in the next one.